member. Drive away with an Axio car from Predo Baby. With 4 different options to win, follow us on Facebook at Predo Baby South America. Predo Baby diaper is known for its premium quality and high absorbency level. It keeps your baby dry and comfortable with its stretchy waistband. Available in regular paste and pull-up pants style from newborn to stage 7. See press for details or contact us on 233-2473. Predo Baby, the diaper of the new generation.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Hello and welcome to your news at noon on Kaieteur Radio for December 2nd, 2020. I am Kevin Smith. The news at noon comes to you with the compliments of Predo Baby. Now these are the top stories we're tracking. Swiss authorities open a corruption probe into builder of Guyana's oil ships. Oil governance advocates challenge World Bank to prove Guyana's gas project will not end up like Ghana's. And the former EPA head says strict laws and regulations needed to monitor chemicals from oil sector. Meanwhile, GPL turns to North America to fix damaged submarine cable, and Linden man jailed for harboring wanted brother. Stay tuned to stay informed.
This Christmas, Shake to Win just got bigger! Now when you purchase our new bigger Digital Prime bundle and Shake to Win, you can choose your prize and share it with someone you love. So, shake more and share more! Share more daily prizes and guaranteed wins every Saturday. You can win laptops, cash, smartphones, credit, data, and so much more. Shake more, share more. Activate a Digital Prime bundle in the My Digital app and Shake to Win this Christmas.
It seems like children have been home from school forever, and you've done baking, drawing, schoolwork, and played Ring of Roses about 100 times. We've all been under some strain lately, but let us embrace our children. They're under strain too. Let's show them more love, patience, and care. Let's help to build their resilience in these trying times. Not just today or tomorrow, but for the future. Their future.
A message from the Child Care and Protection Agency, Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, and UNICEF.
And now for the news in detail. SBM Offshore, the Dutch company that is contracted to build 2 more oil ships for Guyana's Stabroek Block operations, is now facing a probe by the authorities in Switzerland for past cases of corruption. Even though the cases would have been settled in other nations, the Swiss government is adamant that it wants to do its own probe now, with particular focus on a former SBM employee that was central to the bribery schemes. It did not disclose the name of that person of interest. Since this announcement of the probe, SBM's shares fell 3.5% on the Amsterdam stock market. In other news, the World Bank, Guyana's development partner for many years, is being challenged to prove that Guyana's gas-to-shore project will not fall to the same fate as Ghana's project. The African nation's Sankofa field gas project, endorsed and partly financed by the bank, has trapped Ghana in a deal that forces it to pay hundreds of millions of dollars every year for gas that it does not use. International lawyer Melinda Janki, Guyana's former Auditor General Anand Gulsaran, and co-founder of OGGN, Darshanad Kusiyal, have challenged World Bank President David Malpass in a joint letter to press his team on this issue and provide answers. The bank is assisting Guyana to develop its petroleum regulatory framework under a $20 million loan project. In other news, with Guyana being an oil-producing nation, it is expected that the country will see an influx of hazardous chemicals related to the sector. At the moment, however, the EPA is without any law or regulation to oversee this area. As such, the former head of the agency, Dr. Vincent Adams, relayed that it is integral for the EPA to have strict laws and regulation to monitor the chemicals coming into the country, as it has primary oversight and ensure the safety of the environment. Meanwhile, following severe damage to its its 6 to 9 kV submarine cable, GPL has turned to North America for assistance in repairing those damaged cables. These and other details were revealed by Bharat Harjan, Director of Operations of the state-owned company GPL. Bharat said yesterday that due to the traveling restrictions imposed by COVID-19, GPL could not source engineers and repair kits from China National Machinery Import and Export Corporation, the company that laid the cable in 2012. Hence, GPL has now sought assistance from the United States and Canada, who are expected to respond to their request by the end of this week. This submarine cable was part of a $40 million project to build new transmission lines, 7 new substations, and 2 submarine cables, one each across the Demerara River and Berbice River. In other news, a Linden man was on Monday jailed and fined after he was found guilty of harboring his older brother, who was wanted by the police. The accused, 22-year-old Lennox O'Neill Estwick, made his appearance before Magistrate Wanda Fortune in the Linden Magistrates Court. In her ruling, Magistrate Fortune stated that the prosecution has presented enough evidence to the court, and as such, she found the defendant guilty of the offense. O'Neill Estwick was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment along with a $50,000 fine for harboring his brother, Lennox Leon Estwick. It is now 12 hours 8 coming up after the break. Person hospitalized after being chopped by neighbor. Sleep-In Hotels Carnival Casino finally gets license. Do stay tuned.
This is GHK Lal inviting you to join me weekdays from Monday to Friday on the National Outlook for commentary on a range of issues. Immediately after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation.
Welcome back. Let us continue with the news. The police have arrested a quarantine man who severely wounded his neighbor, Jagannath Hemchand, called Crass, last weekend. 42-year-old Hemchand of number 72 Village Quarantine is now hospitalized in a serious condition after he was severely chopped by his neighbor following a dispute. The suspect, 46-year-old Rishiram Mahaschand, is currently in police custody. According to information received early in the day of November 29th, Hemchand was scolding his son, who ran over to the suspect's yard. Hemchand went behind the boy, but was confronted by Mahaschand, who told him to leave his yard. The victim left the accused's yard and went home. Sometime after, Hemchand was in his own yard when the suspect armed himself with a cutlass and entered and began to fire chops at him. In other news, finally, was the caption of a Facebook post made yesterday by the owner of Sleep-In International Hotel Clifton Bacchus after he was granted his Carnival's casino license on Monday. This achievement by the hotel did come easily. It took years, 1 rejection, delays, and at least 2 reapplications just to become the second property in Guyana to own a casino license. The first to own a license was Ramada International Hotel and Casino located at Providence. As a result of the setbacks, Bacchus said in an earlier interview that he was forced to send back the slot machines and other equipment to its owners. He even fell into a trap with bank loans. And moving on, the police have arrested an ex-police and a close friend of Marcus Bisram, Bharat Chatterpal, along with 7 others, in connection with the robbery committed on Bisram of number 70 Village, Upper Quarantine, Berbice. Meanwhile, Commander Jairam Ramlakhan disclosed that they have since taken note of the video circulating on social media of a masked individual with a gun in hand, refuting Bisram's claim that the bandit stole $5 million in cash. Bisram also refuted what the man in the video said and stated that it is of no substance. All suspects in custody are denying that they were involved in the robbery. And moving on, Senior Minister of Finance Dr. Ashwini Singh yesterday began discussions with the International Fund for Agricultural Development to source funding to reinvigorate the agricultural sector. The government has committed to continuing investments in the non-oil sectors since taking office. Ghana's agricultural sector accounts for more than 20% of its gross domestic product. Let's tell you now that Guyana and Suriname have invited expressions of interest for consultancy services for the conducting of a feasibility study and detailed design for the construction of a bridge connecting both countries. The duration of the assignment is expected to last 12 months. According to a notice, the objective of the consultancy is to conduct a feasibility study, including environmental and social impact assessments and preparation of detailed designs, drawings, cost estimates, and bid documents for the bridge linking South Drain Suriname and Mollison Creek. And now for your COVID-19 update. The total number of coronavirus cases worldwide has reached 64.4 million, with deaths at 1.4 million and recovery cases at 44.6 million. The Ministry of Health yesterday recorded 17 new COVID-19 cases, of which Region 10 accounted for 16 of the new infections. The other positive case was recorded in Region 4. Further, 771 patients are in home isolation, 62 in institutional isolation, and 3 patients are in the COVID-19 ICU. And coming from CNN, the United Kingdom has become the first Western nation to approve a COVID-19 vaccine, a landmark moment in the coronavirus pandemic that paves the way for the first doses to be rolled out across the country next week. The U.S. recorded its second highest one-day tally of COVID-19 deaths Tuesday, and experts say rising coronavirus hospitalizations could portend higher daily counts in the coming week. There are 2,597 new deaths reported across the U.S., bringing the country's overall COVID-19 death toll to 270,600, according to data from Johns Hopkins University. The only day to top that daily total was April 15th, when 6 more deaths were recorded. And that brings us to the end of today's News at Noon. Remember, the news came to you with the compliments of Predo Baby. I am Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Let December 2020 be one to remember. Drive away with an Axio car from Predo Baby with 4 different options to win. Follow us on Facebook at Predo Baby South America. Predo Baby diaper is known for its premium quality and high absorbency level. It keeps your baby dry and comfortable with its stretchy waistband. Available in regular paste and pull-up pants style from newborn to stage 7. See press for details or contact us on 233-2473. Predo Baby, the diaper of the new generation.